This is the MI camera app, inbuilt app on the Redmi Note 8 on a smooth Q2 gimbal with a Rode Video Mic Me microphone for audio. Testing the 1080p 30 frames a second with digital stabilization also turned on to smooth it out more. Filming in the X265 codec. I'm not sure if the bitrate stays the same with the higher codec, with the X265 codec compared to the X64 codec. That's with the exposure and focus locked. You have to lock the focus on this camera. I've noticed, I've seen people doing YouTube videos and mostly they're not locking it and the picture's just consistently searching for focus in and out. I think some of them are believing that it's the image stabilization causing the artifacts and stuff, but it's actually the focus, because it's constantly trying to refocus on something. So it's best just to lock it. It should be pretty smooth with the stabilization and gimbal working together. So I noticed with the gimbal alone, you're still getting a bouncy effect. I'll just run a little bit. See how that is. I've got the microphone facing me, the Rode Video Mic Me in the headphone jack. It's facing towards me for the audio. See how the audio is on the headphone jack on the Redmi Note 8T, which is the same as the Redmi Note 8, except it's got some different bands and NFC for Android Pay and whatever else you want to use NFC for. You just tap and hold the screen to change your focus or exposure and hold it down to lock it, like that. If you're going into different lighting or trying to refocus on something, just do that each time that you need to, and edit it later if you got to edit bits out. Alright, I'll try the wide angle as well. That's with focus lock. It still appears to be pretty much in focus. Probably if you get very close to the subject, you might have to refocus. But I'll just run with this one. How's that? Is it stabilised? Gives you a pretty wide angle. Could be lacking a bit in detail just looking at this screen. It's probably comparable to a lot of action cameras with the wide angle. I'll just face it towards me and then do another run test. See if I'm in frame there. It looks like it's looking at me. Alright, how was that? Was it smooth? How's the sound? There's no way to adjust the microphone volume in this app. I'm not sure on the quality of the DAC in these phones. I've heard they're pretty low through the headphone jack, so hopefully the audio is half decent. With the video mic me. Alright, Uluru. Just a short test to see how this setup goes. I think the digital stabilisation helps to smooth that out with the combination of the two. That's where you're getting a better effect. See, sometimes it goes a bit mad. There's a bit of weight on this because the Redmi Note 8's got I think it's a 6.4 inch screen, and the video mic me with Wim Muff. It does balance pretty good with that. You can see the motor there on the screen. You triple press the record button and it goes in the wide angle mode, so you won't see the motor on this gimbal, the Smooth Q2 gimbal. If you've got a wide angle camera, I'll just run a bit again to show that. It's in more of a pistol grip mode when it's like that. Like a flashlight mode, like so. I'm pretty unfit, so it's a fair effort doing a bit of a run. When it's in this mode too, it's just in the follow mode. So wherever you point it, it goes. I'll point it this way a bit. It will follow me. Alright, I'll do a bit of a run like this. Hopefully it's pointed in the right direction. Alright, here you go. That'll do. Uluru. Yep.